The new funding model system may have its merit, but its weight is crushing those it was meant to uplift. There's need for rethink, a structure, a return to dignity, because these are not just statistics. They are future teachers, doctors, creatives, engineers, and leaders. This is a Comrade Overwhelmed, a story of young Kenyans caught between promise and poverty. But it's also a story of bravery, of belief, of not giving up, because even when everything is stacked against them, they still wake up, they still show up, and with the right support system, they will rise. They say education is the key, but for many comrades in various universities, that key feels heavy, rusted, and almost out of reach. Yet they rise. Every morning, they step into classrooms armed with nothing but faith and a fragile smile. They carry hope like a textbook, worn out but essential. Because for them, education is more than a dream. It is the only way out.
First, the finance helps in shaping university life. You see, it helps in shaping students, whether you have it or you lack it. For my case, financial struggles in campus has made me to be resilient, disciplined, and creative problem solving. If I may give overview of the financial struggle in campus, you see that there may be education and finance. You find that students are struggling to balance the tuition fee with the finance, that making them difficult to cope with the education life. Another one is missing opportunities. You see that when you face financial struggles, you miss opportunities such as the networking, the social well-being. Another one, a student facing in finance struggle is when say mental and emotional strain. That when constant thinking of money may make you to feel depressed, anxiety, or somehow to have stress.
Doing several activities, one of them being socializing with other colleagues, as well as maybe attending some of the classes, to find that it at times it is very much difficult to understand or cope with the situation in life, being that maybe at your house back you have not taken any meal, and also at sometimes you might find yourself idling because you are unable to congregate with your colleague at once.
Yes, help come through, but often it's too little. The call now is not just for funding, it's for fairness and focus. From leadership, the message is clear. The system needs healing. And while the challenges are enormous, so are the efforts being made. Enter the Students Trading Center, a student-run business hub where resilience meets innovation.
Has been one of the issues in campus, whereby it is sometimes seen as a fun, but not really. In this case, like situations I've encountered in, whereby you find financial restrictions. A student has a financial restriction. This one can limit you doing several activities, one of them being socializing with other colleagues, as well as maybe attending some of the classes. You find that it at times it is very much difficult to understand or cope with the situation in life, being that maybe at your house back you have not taken any meal, and also at sometimes you might find yourself idling because you are unable to congregate with your colleague at once.
Necessary commitment. The CS for Finance, Mr. Jackson, also advises the students in a simple but powerful way. Learn how to budget, attend seminars, work study programs where you can also get something to pay your bills.
Help those comrades who are struggling with the upkeeps and with all those financial challenges. You realize that our university, the main aim to establish student center in to help those students who are struggling to not pay their meals. That's much, and basically would mean so the rent generated on these student centers are being accumulated in the mess, so that students who are financially unstable, they will have the yield with the help of the university sharing. The generated new student center is the main objective for it is to help those students who are struggling. You see now, Comrades must first have a knowledge on how to manage money, because some of them have experienced a lot of challenges basing on bettings, because these that makes them waste money that are supposed to be used in the right way. Comrades must attend seminars so that they can get to know how to manage their money, their little they have, and also maybe it's a request if the university can give a financial seminar to help these students get out of financial masculinity.
A story of young Kenyans caught between promise and poverty. But it's also a story of bravery, of belief, of not giving up, because even when everything is stacked against them, they still wake up, they still show up. And with the right support system, they will rise. These are students who should be busy crafting ideas. Instead, they are calculating how to make 50 shillings last 3 days. Instead, they bury themselves in tussles and hassles to make ends meet. This is the life many comrades now live, a brutal balancing act between dreams and survival. When assignments are due, food takes a backseat. When money runs out, bed sheets and mattresses becomes emergency capital. Survival is an exam they sit for every single day. And when there is no money at all, some borrow, some beg, some disappear, lost in the weight of it all. Side hustles, freelancing, ghostwriting, not for luxury, but for lunch.